Yo, peace to the gods on earth. Reflected light from the melanated mystic, the most honorable master teacher, the melanated mystic Babaji. So, and I want to give a shout out to Kingdom Calm and His Excellency. Also, shout out to the Anunnaki and all the tribes of the earth, all the gods. So this video, I wanted to say this reflection. Right, welcome back to Chance of Opportunity. Another chance and opportunity for you to do the right thing and ascend up out of here mentally. That means develop and evolve within oneself and one's soul and your mind. It means ascending your thoughts to higher frequencies of thinking that will ultimately give you a higher frequency of being, which will manifest in the realm that you are experiencing. But what I wanted to say is reflection is one, that this life is but a dream. It's not real. It's an illusion, and it's just a dream. It's a lucid dream once you can become the observer. But I want to say this whole thing excuse myself, this whole thing is a simulation. Excuse myself. This reality, right, is a simulation. It's electrical signals within your brain. It's a figment of your imagination. Everything is, even your body, everything you see, even your body is, in essence, is holographic. This is the holographic universe, right? The universe. So this is all, like I said, it's a simulation, and the quicker one can get to that realization, the easier things are gonna become for you, because you can take the path of least resistance and you can stop resisting, and you can finally submit to what's already destined. We're learning how to submit to what's already been done. We gotta stop trying to control things that we cannot change. Like, a lot of things you don't have control. Like, you really do not have control. Reflection, right? The free will that you have is really just to think free, and all is mental. So I mean, you can figure that out, but you're in control of your response and your reaction and how you, and your perception and perspective of what's going on. But as far as what's set in stone, like your life and everyone else's life, and the planets, the sun, the planets that are spinning around the sun in a vortex, these things are set in stone. That's why you are the way you are, because of your astrological programming, or because the effect of the universe, the energy from these planets and these solar deities, or these solar bodies in the projection, these are affecting your genes. These are affecting your mind. You're the way you are for a reason. You're unique because you're made uniquely. You're a unique expression of the universe, of the all. But in essence, we are all the same. But when we go back to the oneness, which we're going to, we're playing the God game, and if we weren't living, if we weren't had the illusion of separation, there really would be no point, because, and there really isn't a point right now, because none of this matters. And so it's a beautiful thing once you get to this realization, like everything is lit, because you understand we don't truly exist. This is just a simulation, and we're being streamed and beamed here through consciousness, through the sun, through thought, from the nothingness. And that's what life is. It's nothing. You're literally in, you're literally nowhere. You're literally in complete darkness and nothingness, projecting your reality, and observing your reality through your thoughts and your mind. It's a simulation. So, you know, in carbonation, we teach the 5 sciences: astrology, biology, quantum physics, melanin, and grounding. Grounding, you want to stay in connection with the earth and nature, because that's what you are, right? Staying in connection with the sun, because you are the sun. That's your mind. Staying in connection with nature, the earth, because your avatar, your vessel, your physical body is made out of the elements of the universe and the earth. And you can keep your avatar healthy and strong by connecting to the earth and being organic and natural, being holistic, eating from the earth, drinking alkaline water, fresh water, just being connected to the earth. Melanin, we're all different shades of melanin. We all came from the original being, which is a melanated being, which is dark-skinned African beings, the primordial deities of the universe, and which were hermaphrodite, which were gods that came from the nothingness, that seeded and fertilized civilization. Quantum physics, your brain is encased in darkness. You are experiencing reality through your 5 senses. I know whoever I talk to, I'm talking to a version of me, and ultimately, I'm talking to myself. Ultimately, life is a mirror. Ultimately, I'm not talking to anybody. You don't exist because I don't even exist. None of this exists. So when you enter that state of consciousness, you start to enter the void, and you start to realize, like, life is a dream and none of this matters. And you'll have mind over matter, because you realize that the matter that makes up this reality is actually nothingness. It's actually empty space. It's actually just the void and energy. And energy is not necessarily a physical thing. When I speak to you, when I say I love myself, or I speak to you when I say you are beautiful, reflection, you're gonna get a feeling and from just my words. But my words are not a physical thing. My words can manifest into something physical. I can say, oh, I want a car. Boom, get a car. Or I want a beautiful lady, a beautiful woman. Boom, I could get that, which is a physical thing, but is in essence is really a mental thing, because it's really just a thought form. It's really just a possibility. And that's what all of this is an infinite possibility of everything. And you're immortal, you'll never die, you're just energy. But what I'm trying to say is, I could tell you something. Words are not physical, yet you still feel it. So that's how you know energy is not a physical thing. And everything is made up of energy. So what appears to be solid and physical, yet solid is a real thing. We are three energies in one. We are a liquid, a gas, and a solid. But we have to realize that these things transform and constantly change, and a solid can be turned to a liquid could be turned to a gas. All these things can turn into each other because it's alchemy. So truly, your essence of your being, yes, you are a solid being, but when you break apart that solidity, when you take a chair and you break it down into what it really is, it's really nothing. And if you break down this whole universe, it's really nothingness. It's just energy. And it's nothingness. It's the void. It's just empty space. It's just space. We are the outer space. So biology, you know, as above, so below, astrology plays out in your biology. So astrology is going to, um, your biology comes from your astrology. You know, you're literally, you are everything in the universe. You are all of everything. You're made in the image because you are God. And the God said, let us make men in our image, in our likeness. You made yourself. Literally, because you are your ancestors. You are your mother and your father. You're 23 chromosomes of your mother and father. So your ancestors, right, which were gods, they created you in their image so they could exist through you, because we are all one consciousness, and this is the Christ consciousness. Oh, 11:13. So when God blew his breath, or his when God blew his breath into Adam, out of the man he made out of clay, he put his self, that means he put his consciousness into Adam. And you are Adam and Eve, whatever, male or female, whatever. You are Adam because your body is just made up of the earth, from dust to dust. Ye are gods, but you will die like men, meaning your body will, but your soul will transition and transcend on. But your body, your physical body, is just an avatar for you to experience and manipulate energies within this reality. But your body is just made out of clay. It's made out of mud. You are just an earth person. But who is controlling this earth person? Who is talking right now? This is God talking. This is the universe. I am the universe. This is consciousness. Those that separate themselves from God, they'll never see you as God because they don't see themselves as God. But we know who we are because the God within us is awakened. People that don't know that they're God, they're just the walking dead. They're just empty vessels, pretty much, waiting to realize that they are God, because you can't not be God. But you praying to God outside of yourself, or you're praying to a higher power, higher consciousness. This higher consciousness has manifested in physical form, which is beings like myself, reflections that know divine knowledge of self and know the secrets and keys to the universe. We built the pyramids. We move the sun. We make the fucking universe move. We do everything. We literally do everything. We're all powerful, almighty. We do everything. And without your observation, this reality does not exist. You know, the atoms, when observed, they act as physical matter, and they come together as a physical thing. But when you don't observe an atom, it acts like a wave, and it goes back to its original state, which is nothingness, which is the primordial waters at noon. And that's what we go into every single night. When we take it down, we go back into the nothingness. And then when we get up, we project our reality, our tomb. Everything's made up of atoms, and everything is science and mathematics. And those that want to debate and go against science and mathematics, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you are retarded. You're not an intellectual. You are not an intelligent being. You can go by faith, but I'm telling you, you can walk on water and you can walk by faith, but I'm telling you that there's more than meets the eye. The things that you're worshiping, like, is what I'm telling you, but you're going against what I'm telling you. So you're ultimately going against your own belief system, and you're ultimately going against yourself, because I am you. But you don't understand that. You still live in the illusion of separation. But then again, I'm living in an illusion of separation, because when I say you, there is no you. I'm talking to myself, a reflection. So you don't even exist. So let's scratch that off the plate. I don't have to worry about that. Nothing exists. Like I'm in heaven, bro. I've reached the highest state of consciousness. And yeah, I'm going higher in experiences cuz it never ends and I'm limitless, so I know that I can do more with my abilities. Anyways, astrology. I'm just going through the five sciences and plus Gaget. Everything is parallel to nothing. But what I'm saying in reflection is this is a crazy download. I'm just spewing out a bunch of gems. What I'm saying is to you is this. Okay, astrology. You're the walking universe. And you see the Egyptians, or in Kemet, the land of the black, that's where you get chemistry from. You see in Kemet, we're master astrologers. Like, we're master observers of nature. So we would literally study nature and broke it down to a science and understand the whole universe. And this is what we're getting back to. So when you look up into the sky, when you look up into space and you observe you observe the planets and the stars, you're observing yourself because you are the universe in a so-called physical form. But you're looking into your own body. See, you know the planets are your glands. So you know that once you are aligned with yourself, you are aligned with the whole universe. And powerful, beautiful things can happen out of this. And you will become the master of your reality. And you can do anything. Anything you set your mind to, you can do. As a man thinketh, so is he. Astrology is very important, though, reflection. It's very important because you are astrology. You are the sun. People that, I don't even want to talk about people, but people in the Bible, Christians, they want to say astrology is wicked. Okay, the whole Bible is based on astrology. First of all. Second of all, you are astrology. You want to worship God, but not God. You don't want to worship God's creation and this and that. I'm not telling you to worship anything. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying worship yourself. I'm not even saying worship nothing. I'm just saying honor yourself and understand yourself. For you to call the sun wicked when you would not be here without the sun, for you to say that astrology and all the planets are wicked, to be into astrology, you are an ignorant person, because you would not be here without astrology. You would not be here without the planets. The planets and the sun literally make up your being and your mind and your body. You are the universe. I get what you're saying, though, when you say, oh, well, you should just praise the creator of the creation, and you should just praise the Holy Spirit. Okay, one, you are the Holy Spirit. What confuses the hell out of me with you Christians is you want to talk about the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit is in you, yet you are not the Holy Spirit. That doesn't make sense. And okay, we can praise the creator, but have you ever thought that there necessarily isn't a creator? Have you ever thought that the universe is just mathematical, it's just math, and there's not necessarily a creator? The closest thing to a creator is you, because you're the observer. Without you observing this reality, it doesn't exist. is only in did God create man or did man create God? Well, it is man that is thinking of God. Without man, there could be no God. And this is what people don't understand. So you praising the creator, that's fine, but have you ever thought that maybe you should praise yourself? Because do you think that the creator made you to praise you? Maybe God, right, the universe or the creator made you to be worshiped, for the creator to worship you. That's why you must honor the creation. And it's all, we in a sandbox, so it's all really a dream. None of this is real. So there's no creator, because you cannot truly create anything. I can say anything that I think of, it was already there. Everything is written. So when I say chair, right, I say, oh, I want to create a shirt. I'm not creating anything. I'm just merely transforming something that was already there. Same with, oh, let's make a baby. I come together with a woman and I make a baby. I could say that I'm the creator of this baby, but in essence, this baby created himself. It not create. There's no creator or creation. It's just energy can't be created or destroyed, only transformed. That saying right there, if you really understand that, is very deep. If I make a baby, I did not create that baby. I merely came together with a woman, and mine of her energies transformed into another extension or version of us. Creation, we can say there's a creator and a creation. We can say that, but we got to understand it. Creation is merely taking from something that already exists and making something out of it. And I guess in essence, yeah, there is a creator and there's a creation, because God created all of this out of nothingness. So God used itself to create itself. You know what I'm saying? You were self-made. So don't disconnect yourself from the creator. You're like a mini creator, we should say. But you are it. Like, that's what I'm saying. You are it. Last thing I wanted to say, I didn't even know I was gonna get into this. I was supposed to stick on it's a simulation. But God using himself, like, everything that you make is from nothing. It pretty much. Because that's where you come from. Your thoughts come from nothing, nowhere. If you look at the source of all things, it's the sun. And if you look at the source of the sun, it's nothing. So if you want to understand life, you have to understand where things come from. And things come from the nothingness, from noon, from the void. And that's where you'll go back to, and you'll project another reality. Shit's deep, bro. Shit's so fucking deep. When you can become supreme awareness, when you can have divine understanding of self, and you can become that supreme awareness of reality, you'll be able to see it for what it really is. That's why when you take psychedelics, you can see life like it's all crazy. But when you take a moment and you just become aware of your mind and you become aware of everything in your reality, that's when you will understand that you is not as it seems necessarily. It's deep. Like what you are looking at, like you have to understand what you are really perceiving and looking at in life. It's a hologram, it's a simulation, a holographic universe, meaning it's just a projection, like a video game. Like life is literally a video game. That's how we made video games from life, you know? What they say, art imitates life or something. But you are artist, life is your canvas, you know what I'm saying? And your mind is the paintbrush. You can do whatever you want in this life. You are infinite energy. You are sacred energy. I've had problems, I'll open up. I have problems with lust and my desires and Babylon, the 7 deadly sins, I've had problems with lust and things like that, Sometimes we want to experience so much and we want to feel so much, but which is good. That's why we're here. But there has to be a balance, and there has to be a time where you take a step back and you say, I'm going to conserve and protect my energy and protect my mind, and I don't need to do anything. Like, I don't need to overly stimulate myself. I don't need to go and do this and do this. Like, we doing too much. A lot of the times I feel as humanity, we doing too much. When we can take a step back and realize, like, none of this is real and we just playing a game, then we should take a step back and sit and be like, become an observer and become aware of shit more, and be like, okay, we should step back more, take a step back, and that's what, and I do that sometimes too much. So it's a balance of experiencing and doing, and then observing. My life, I'll be shy or quiet, and I'll sit back and I'll really just like watch and observe, you know what I'm saying, and observe my reality. But doing it in a balance, because if you sit back and observe too much, you'll be too much in your mind, and because you're only observing yourself. And how long do you want to observe something, that's why it's good. It's just a balance, and you wanna get in tune with nature, and go observe nature, and realize like how peaceful and calm nature is, and how shit just flows in life. And this is how you will be able to flow better. This is how you will get rid of stress and get rid of overthinking, all these things like that. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace to the gods.